before Polygon also, I was in blockchain space for last I think 2 years before that also, and I was doing a lot of technical development and product development but for other people. I had not like fully started my own because I wanted to be very hands deep into that. I was very active in the the overall blockchain community in India also, and there I met my other co-founder Jayanti also, wherein we were clearly seeing that Ethereum although is a fabulous and fantastic invention, but it is not going to be able to have larger number of user base, right? So that's because it's very decentralized, but its bandwidth is very low, and it was very clear in our minds that sooner or later the future will move into something like that, and that's why it made sense to do Polygon. I don't think that government is anti-blockchain, but government is anti-crypto. I'm not sure that the government bodies still understand blockchains enough that without this crypto economic security, which means without this crypto angle into this, the blockchains as of now in current state do not exist. That's one important thing to understand. This narrative was prevalent in 2015, 16, maybe up to 2018, where players like IBM, Hyperledger and all that, like their goal was that blockchains can be private also. But then in the last 4 or 5 years, the markets have summarily discarded that private blockchain product, because it's kind of an oxymoron calling a private and a blockchain, like those things together cannot exist. I think Indian government and worldwide governments also slowly will reach the point where they realize that, okay, either we are fully anti-blockchain and anti-crypto, or we have to accept the both. Last time in 2017 when it happened, it was catastrophic. It was scary because everybody thought that whether this industry or this whole segment exists or not. Like, was it some sort of tulip mania or something like that, where there is no product market fit or anything? But now, in 2020, 21, 22, we've seen massive product market fits. Gaming is a big part. NFTs, arts, and this segment is a very big segment. DeFi is a very, very big segment, and it is actually getting stress tested. I think like now the industry has very strong product market fits, and it's not going anywhere. It's now one of the premier industries in the world. There are three different things. Like, there is a country, state, and nation, right? A country is the physical boundary, right, for this thing. State is the the kind of governance you have in a particular place, and then whether it's communist or capitalist, whatever, or democracy, and those kind of distinctions. But the third one is the nation, right? The nation is basically a feeling, right? So India basically, or Bharat, that is actually a feeling, right? So that never goes away from any of us Indians, right? Wherever we are. So my personal goal for India has been like, I've said it multiple times, and I am very happy that we have been able to play such a pivotal role in that I feel that there is no way that India should not be a superpower in Web3. India has the capability to become the digital goods factory for the globe, right? My personal goal for India is that, India to become the Web3 superpower, and, these temporary noise around regulations and all that doesn't deter that. Like, I keep working for that. So I know that the brain drain is very crazy and all that, like, but that's like the only way for some of these upcoming startups to survive for now. We are doing efforts on all the fronts where this education, because one thing also Web3 does is that it has kind of normalized the salaries for Indian developers, right? Previously a 5-year, 6-year experienced guy, he would get like 35 lakh rupees salary, which is $50,000. And in San Francisco, a college fresh pass out will get like 150K, right? But here with crypto, like, those salaries have increase a lot. And I think that will actually, that is a good way to bring a lot of money into India, where Indian developers who are very good developers, they get larger share of the pie, or larger amount of salaries for them. That's one of the reasons why we keep pushing on this education front, that can we create, let's say, 100,000 smart contract or blockchain developers from India. That will bring in a huge amount of money into India in terms of their salaries and all that. Create like the kind of gift cities we have created, right? Create an offshore, onshore, right? The gift city that they want to create in Gujarat. I would say create a gift city in Goa or Visakhapatnam near the beach and all that, and where you have like one small area, not a very big area, and the way we had like special economic zones, we should have special crypto zones, and within that you confine all the activity. But at least keep the talent in India, because I can tell you 90% of all the people I know, who have moved out of India for this, they don't want to, be out of India. To be honest, like, even I would be much, why would I leave my home, right? So I think like every entrepreneur, like large number of those entrepreneurs want to stay in India, want to build from India and all that, but the government needs to provide them that, at least a virtual city or cover, which they get, let's say, in somewhere like Dubai and all that. Like, build a sandbox. We don't need much for it. Build a sandbox, few buildings, few like small area in some city, and then say that, okay, this is a special crypto zone. Any company registered here is like, with the 10-year this thing, whatever, sunset clause or whatever, is like a fully company, and we'll slowly bring in those regulations and everything that we want to do. One part of crypto is that you can actually raise money from outside much easier compared to a Web 2 startup. Like most of the crypto companies, they have offshore entities as the issuers, right? Token issuers and things like that. So the global investors can pay, directly to their offshore entities. They don't even need direct investment into India only. I am a de facto investor in all these startups that come. Like, if you speak to 10, 20 Indian startups, you will find that, I am already, like, always, like, I never even look at that investment. It's basically my way of giving back to India. Whatever that happens, if some of them become big, I recover my basic principal out, I'm happy. But me being there, I think they are able to take that, okay, we have this, and then they can go to the VCs and raise further funds. So I am more than happy to do for all the Indian startups. Message is very clear that don't get deterred by the regulations. Find a way to keep building, whether it's in India, outside of India, keep building the products, because this era is going to be ours. Fight it out, and whether it's India, whether it's outside, you will get capital. We help them to get capital. There have been a lot of like ecosystem funds and all that. We have kind of created those relationships where anybody comes to us, if they are a good team, we refer them to that, please see them and all that, so they get funding and all that. Out of 300 working days that you have, because you would have 300 working days, because you have to work extra like 6 days at least, but out of those 300 days, 30 days are the days which are good days. Rest 270 days, you are scared always, like, what's going to happen, is this really going to work out, this, that, you are always self-doubting and all that. But those 30 days are good, and out of that, like 5 days are really good, which keep you going. So if you're an entrepreneur, and if you keep working, you reach a point where that magic point happens, and those 5 days come to you, or those 20-30 days come to you. So as an entrepreneur, whenever that is happening, you just need to know that you are progressing, marching towards that magic time, and then that will come. There will be less, but that will come, and it will be very satisfying. So keep working. Don't give up hope on that is my learning outside. Sapiens from Yuval Harari. I am actually not that big of a gamer. I only play like FIFA. Ethereum. Then I would be doing some other product in crypto only. But I would not go anywhere. I would just whatever, like I am here for life now. Dips.